Hey Pisces, hope you're doing well. I'm burning some Palo Santo before we get started here with your reading. Today I'm recording on November 15th. Take what resonates for you. Not every single message is going to be for you. If you like my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. We have a very powerful full moon coming up on November 19th, but the energy is going to be for a good portion around that time. So I would say anywhere between like the 17th to the 21st, you're going to feel the effects. It's a full moon in Taurus, and it's going to take us to the end of Scorpio season here. And Taurus is generally about practicality, feeling grounded, stability, anything related to that very strong earth element side. But let's pull some cards and see what we have going on for you, Pisces. For Pisces. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Lover's card. Well, what I'm getting with that Five of Pentacles, the Five is a change. There's a change here from feeling perhaps in a past love situation, or perhaps being by yourself, not really having someone as a partner. There's a shift here from that feeling of being unwanted to meeting somebody who's going to spark that interest for love. That's my first intuitive nudge with these cards here, but let's see what else we get. A change from a feeling of being unwanted to a feeling of being desired. There's mutual desire here. We have the World card. Again, it's a end of a cycle, end of one cycle and the beginning of another here. It's a major turning point in your life coming up right now. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Now what I'm getting here with that Five of Pentacles energy, because it ties in Pentacle of Pentacle here, and you have that Queen of Pentacles reversed, again tying all three together, there's a feeling of not being wanted perhaps in the past by someone who was not someone to share with. They were extremely selfish. They didn't have the capacity to let somebody in. Perhaps it was just at that time. Perhaps, they're always like that. But something wasn't working out here. They didn't want to work on something. It was like overly self-reliant energy here, not really making room for somebody else to kind of come into their life. If you relate to that, perhaps in your past, where you were so focused on maybe like you weren't available too, but I'm getting a feeling here like the Pisces I'm reading for, there's a feeling of not being wanted in a situation, or perhaps feeling like nobody wanted to be in a relationship with you or to date you. But there's a major shift with that. But something wasn't working out, where there's this idea of somebody being overly independent. And it could either be you, or it could be maybe someone you were involved with in the past year, but someone who's like overly independent, and they almost like they don't stay in line. There's this idea of not wanting to stay in line. Kind of like things getting a little bit muddled here. With this, again, overarching theme that there's a difference between being self-reliant but being available to allow people into your life, and between being overly like isolated or like overly independent, where a person just doesn't really make time to work on anything other than their immediate surroundings. Like someone maybe wanting always to be alone, or someone always wanting to, like not wanting to share. I'm almost getting this idea, like not wanting to share here. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands though. So that's a really good sign here. Again, there's a major transition here, the end of one phase and the start of another. Available for love, or feeling like wanted, feeling desired, maybe feeling desire as what, like mutual desire here is what I'm getting with that Four of Wands and that Lover's card, because both of these have two energies. The Queen of Pentacles upright is a very isolated energy, but reversed with this Eight of Pentacles reversed, tying all of this together, it's this like very strong message of like someone who is overly independent or overly isolated in a way. But again, there's a big shift coming here. That wheel is spinning, and it's right in the middle of that first row. Okay, what else do we have here for Pisces? You have the King of Cups reversed, Justice, Seven of Swords reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed. There's one more card here. Again, an idea of not being emotionally available here, not wanting to work on things with someone else, not wanting to allow someone else into the life. Like with that King of Cups reversed, that's reaffirming all that. But then we have the Justice, like weighing the scales under the Lover's card here. It's a choice. Maybe it's also like a revelation that there is like a conscious choice that somebody here has to make if they are going to make room to allow someone else in their life. Seven of Swords reversed with the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Eight of Swords here. It's like coming out of the Seven of Swords reversed and moving into the Eight of Swords, but then you have that Page of Pentacles reversed in between, and then the Hanged Man. So with that, I'm getting an idea that somebody here who was not really making room to let somebody else in, they, maybe when they would get involved, it would be a little bit like sneaky, or kind of like keeping something to themselves here. Again, like it could just be another confirmation of someone who just keeps to themselves in general here. But I'm getting that there's a shift from not like keeping things to yourself, not like also the idea of like being very worried about what other people are gonna say or hear, with that Seven of Swords reversed, and then moving to the Eight of Swords. It's like worry, it's like a lot of worry about what someone might say. It could also be an older female, worrying what an older female might say here, because with that Eight of Pentacles reversed and that Page of Pentacle reversed, if they hear some kind of news they don't want to hear, maybe if somebody's going to pursue like an opportunity here that they don't think it's going to work out, they might be, it could be somebody who's like very controlling, and there's fear that this person won't support it. They're gonna try to, or they might even try to ruin it. They might even try to ruin the work somebody wants to put into a situation here. And then with that Hanged Man card, again, there's like a feeling of being stuck. That's also a card for Pisces though. So I have a feeling for the Pisces who this reading is for, there's just a lot of worry about what somebody here might say about letting someone into your life. But it could be maybe in the past it's already, something may have already happened here where someone tried to let somebody in, but they feel like undesired or unwanted, or like not worthy of something like related to love here. But there's a release from this like tiptoeing energy. There's a release from not letting someone in, not opening the heart. there's a shift, like the scales are getting recalibrated here in the realm of love and dating and romance. And with that shift, I'm getting that it doesn't serve you well to be stuck on the worry that if other people hear of you wanting to invest in something, which I'm getting like a relationship with these pentacle energies here, wanting to work on a relationship with somebody, there's a message that it doesn't serve you any good to worry. It leaves you feeling stuck. We're going to see what comes up in the third row here, but it could just be people in general and worrying what people will say in general. It could also be you've maintained, if there's not a specific person involved, like with what someone might say or try to do here, maybe you think that it's better to present yourself as somebody who is extremely like self-reliant or independent, but you're honestly like, if this is you, if it's not this other person, there's two stories here. If it is you and you relate to that, being like overly independent, overly isolated, overly solo, it comes off as excessive with all those reversals there. It's almost like spirit saying like, this doesn't look good on you. You might think that you come off as very like impressive with your independence here, but there's a message like, it doesn't really look good on you. There's this idea of like becoming a little bit more vulnerable, not worrying so much what people are going to say here, and opening up your heart to the idea of love. And there is the Wheel of Fortune that's going to propel you into that transition here. Like this message too, like you're worthy of love, you're worthy of being like cherished, and you're worthy of love. Like that's the first thing I got that with that Five of Pentacles and the Lovers, like someone feels like they're not desirable. That's what it comes down to here, and that's not the case. It's all a matter of worry, but luckily moving from the Seven of Swords to the Eight of Swords, you're making progress on this. So let's pull more cards and see what we get here. Okay, for Pisces, what else do we have? The numbers 10 and 11 have been coming up to me a lot for this reading. Could be like 10 or 11 months that you've been in a period of feeling undesirable or overly isolated. It could be 10 or 11 months since maybe a relationship ended that didn't work out, where someone was like not making room to work on things with somebody else, not letting them in. I'm seeing it could be a specific person that you might be worried about when you do try to pursue a relationship here. It's like a naysayer energy, or they might try to like sabotage the connection in a way, or cast doubt. It might be like an older female figure who wants you to be alone, who wants you to be single, who tells you it's the right thing to do. That could be for some of you. Again, take what resonates for you, but for somebody out there, that's what I'm seeing. Got the Four of Wands reversed. And I was just looking at that Four of Wands upright over there. That was on the bottom of the deck for the first row. The Five of Swords, the Empress energy. For some of you, there's a mother who's involved here who like attacks the idea of like marrying somebody or partnering with somebody. Maybe in a previous relationship, there was a mother who caused trouble and tried to sabotage the connection here. That's coming up pretty strong. You have the Six of Wands reversed. You have a loss, lack of victory. Okay, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands reversed, the Queen of Cups upright, and then the Hangman again. Pisces, there's a lot of hesitation. There's a lot of hesitation in your energy here. Well, after this whole like mother energy message came up, there's The Six of Wands reversed, so lack of success. The Four of Pentacles, someone's holding on. They're trying to hold on to you, like try to hold on to control over you. Like I'm getting a strong message here, like someone's trying to hold on to some kind of control they have over you. And with that Queen of Wands reversed, it's somebody who's like not ready to let you go. Again, it could be like an overprotective mother figure, like they want you to like stay like their child. Something kind of like that where they don't want to share you, I'm getting. Like, for some of you that could be it. If it's not, it could be like an ex. I'm getting like an older, like if you were with like a woman who was older than you especially, or like someone who has like a lot of feminine energy, who's like more like an old soul, somebody in the past where it was like kind of a cold connection where it was kind of more controlling and they didn't want you to get close, or like maybe you didn't want to get close to them. Some kind of situation like that, like someone might have tried to cause problems in the relationship here. They don't want to let go. Like someone doesn't want to let go of somebody else. They're not ready to let go. But it's not like a passionate connection. It's kind of there's like a craziness. If this is a person here, there's like a craziness in their energy. And it's opposed by this Queen of Cups and this Hanged Man. So then you have this other energy that I feel like someone's going to be trying to follow their heart here, but they have like a lot of hesitation. There's been something almost like ingrained, like it's become their nature to act a certain way here. But there's this idea of trying to like analyze the situation here, trying to understand how to move forward with the heart. But again, with that wheel coming in, there is going to be some kind of an end of a cycle here. So whether it's just a message for, it could be for a Pisces out there who is a feminine, and you're relating to this message, this could be like your energy, then you're like shifting with that wheel, and then underneath it you have the Empress at the bottom of that column here. So it's like this idea of like moving into unconditional love after having some kind of a loss here. Maybe it could be you might have tried to hold on to something about the past. It could just be holding on to that feeling of if something didn't work out, like a feeling of like not being desirable because of how something panned out, or I don't know, something related to shifting from like feeling like not desirable to following the heart and pursuing a connection where you really let somebody in and somebody really lets you in here. So that's what I have for you, Pisces, but there's just a lot of hesitation in the energy right now. So let me pull an oracle card. I'm picking it up strongly as a love reading here. It doesn't have to be with a specific person, but with that Queen of Cups coming in, I feel like you might see somebody as like, you might have feelings for somebody. There might be something like an opportunity that's like right in front of you, and you're just really hesitant because of all this other stuff that's affected you. Again, like just don't worry so much about what someone's gonna say or what people are gonna say here. I'm surprised the Strength card didn't come out. Okay, I feel like that card really wanted to come out, but let's go through. If it wants to come out, it will. Okay, we got 2 cards. 31, which is 4, and 23, which is 5. If it is an older woman, maybe they're 45 years old or 54 years old or somewhere like around those ages or between those ages. But okay, well, these are the 2 cards I have here. Now, with this one, I'm definitely getting kind of like a balancing act, and it has to do with nurturing. There's the Tree of Life, she has 2 eggs, right? There's animals, there's water for emotion. But there's this idea, like the way she's balancing those two eggs over there, and the number 2 in general means balance. Um, it's an idea that, and the eggs also kind of tie me into this idea of like a Page of Pentacle energy, like news of trying to start something or invest in something like a relationship. Like wanting to nurture something, but there's so much of like a balancing act based on whatever this is here, worrying what people are going to think or what some specific person, perhaps an older woman, is going to say here. Um, just like it's kind of like too much like trying to, it's hard to nurture something when it's not like stable, and it's too much of like a balancing act with all of this stuff going on here, and that's probably why you have hesitation. The other reason why you might have hesitation here is I'm seeing like again an older woman figure here, and it's this idea that she makes kind of like an illusion that you're not ready to start something here. And again, I get it, somebody trying to hold on. Perhaps it's a mother trying to hold on to um, like a son or a daughter here because they aren't ready for them to grow up, kind of like that energy, right? But it could also be like a previous partner here, or like I'm getting a specific energy here, specifically like an older woman, but somebody who's trying to make it seem like you can't start a new chapter here because you're not ready. And in reality, it's an illusion. They're just trying to keep control. They're trying to keep you from doing it. So that's what I'm getting with that card there, okay? So I think we've gone over this pretty well here, but I would say that it's okay to take a moment to kind of analyze the situation with those two Hangman cards coming up. There is a lot of hesitation here, but ultimately with that wheel, you're going to wind up having a new perspective here on what you want to do to move forward. I feel like you might even have an opportunity like right in front of you for emotional fulfillment with somebody here, somebody who's ready to give their heart to something, somebody who's ready to really get to know you and let you in. And it could be someone right in front of you that's really, it's like you're just hesitant about it because of all this other stuff here. But that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Bye.